Did you know that modern sleep habits might actually be hurting your health? As we become more connected to technology and more controlled by schedules, many people find themselves struggling with sleep, whether it's falling asleep, staying asleep, or just feeling rested. What if I told you that our ancestors held the secrets to better sleep? Secrets that science is only now rediscovering. You'd be surprised at how much we can learn from ancient sleep patterns, especially from hunter-gatherer societies. These ancient practices offer natural, effective ways to improve sleep, and they're grounded in a deep understanding of how the human body works with nature. In this video, we'll explore 10 sleep habits that our ancestors followed, sleep habits that modern science is just beginning to realize are key to improving sleep quality and overall health. Stick around to the end for practical tips on how you can apply these insights to your own life. Before we dive in, please subscribe to the Moving You Ahead channel so you don't miss our next video on self-development, motivation, and spiritual growth. Now let's get started. 1. Prioritizing sleep quality over duration. Many of us have been told that we need at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, but that isn't always the case. In fact, hunter-gatherers averaged only about 6.5 hours of sleep each night, yet their health outcomes were far better than many modern people's. How is that possible? The key lies in the quality of sleep, not just the quantity. Ancestors had a flexible approach to sleep. In the winter, for example, they naturally slept longer, about an hour more. This shows that they adapted their sleep patterns to the seasons. The takeaway here is to stop obsessing over hitting exactly 8 hours and instead focus on sleep that is deep, restorative, and consistent. Sleep rhythms that align with your natural body clock, plus a focus on sleep quality, are far more important than strictly adhering to an arbitrary sleep duration. 2. Sleeping in alignment with temperature cycles. Ancient societies didn't have modern heating and air conditioning. Instead, their sleep was deeply tied to natural temperature cycles. They typically went to bed after sunset and woke up before dawn, aligning their sleep with the coolest part of the night. In today's world, we have temperature-controlled environments that can disrupt these natural sleep cycles. But our ancestors intuitively slept better because they synced their bodies with the natural temperature drops that occur overnight. Modern people can take a hint from this. Cooler rooms tend to encourage better sleep. By mimicking the temperature variations of nature, we can create environments that promote deeper and more restful sleep. So consider lowering your bedroom temperature at night or using natural cooling methods like open windows or fans to improve your sleep quality. 3. Minimal artificial light exposure. One of the most significant differences between ancestral sleep and modern sleep is the role of artificial light. Hunter-gatherers relied solely on natural light, waking up with the sun and going to bed after sunset. The advent of electricity and artificial lighting has made it easy to stay up well beyond natural darkness, but this disrupts our circadian rhythms, our internal body clocks. Studies show that exposure to artificial light, especially in the evening, can delay the release of melatonin, the hormone that helps us fall asleep. To improve sleep, it's crucial to limit light exposure after sunset. A good practice is to dim the lights as the evening goes on and avoid looking at screens for at least an hour before bed. It's also helpful to get natural sunlight exposure in the morning to reset your body clock. For morning light as a mood and sleep regulator. Speaking of light, morning light plays a crucial role in regulating both sleep and mood. In many traditional societies, people were exposed to natural sunlight during the first few hours of the day, which helped to reset their circadian rhythms. This exposure was essential for syncing their sleep cycles to the natural world. Unfortunately, in today's world, many people spend most of their time indoors, missing out on the benefits of morning light. If you want to improve your sleep and mood, aim to spend some time outside in the morning, even if it's just for a short walk. Morning sunlight helps regulate the sleep-wake cycle, boosting serotonin levels and improving your sleep quality at night. It's one simple habit that can make a huge difference. 5. No midday napping despite active lifestyles. One surprising thing about our ancestors is that, despite their physically demanding lifestyles, they rarely took midday naps. It may seem counterintuitive, but the key here is that their daily activities naturally kept them active and energized throughout the day. The modern lifestyle, on the other hand, often encourages sedentary behavior, leading to mid-afternoon energy slumps that make us crave naps. If you find yourself needing a nap every day, it might be a sign that your physical activity levels need a boost. Try incorporating more movement into your daily routine. Walking, stretching, or even light exercise can help you maintain a natural energy balance and reduce the need for naps. Plus, staying active during the day helps ensure that when nighttime comes, your body is ready to rest. 6. Consistent sleep and wake times. In ancient societies, sleep was closely tied to natural light cycles, so their sleep-wake times were pretty consistent. Bedtime usually occurred about 3 hours after sunset, and they woke up before dawn. This consistency helped keep their circadian rhythms stable and ensured that they got restful, rejuvenating sleep. In modern society, however, it's easy to fall into erratic sleep patterns. Late nights, work schedules, and social events can throw off our sleep routines. To improve sleep, try to keep a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. This regularity helps your body's internal clock function better and makes it easier to fall asleep and wake up naturally. 7. Sleep as a social activity. Hunter-gatherers often slept in shared spaces, and this was not just for warmth and safety. It was also a way to bond socially. Sharing sleep spaces created a sense of comfort and security, which contributed to better sleep. In contrast, modern sleep practices often emphasize privacy and solitude, with many people sleeping alone in separate rooms. If you're finding sleep difficult, consider exploring shared sleep practices. Whether it's cuddling with your partner, having family naps, or just creating a cozy, comforting sleep environment, these practices might help reduce stress and improve the quality of your rest. 8. Natural regulation over pharmaceutical aids. Today, many people rely on sleep medications or devices like white noise machines or sleep trackers to help them fall asleep. In contrast, our ancestors didn't need any of these things. Their sleep was regulated naturally by environmental factors, temperature, light, and activity levels, without the need for pills or technology. Instead of reaching for a sleep aid, try to regulate your environment to support better sleep. Adjusting your lighting, cooling your room, and increasing your daytime activity can help your body return to its natural rhythms. Natural sleep aids like herbal teas or deep breathing exercises can also be beneficial without the side effects of pharmaceuticals. 9. Lack of insomnia and sleep-related health issues. Interestingly, many indigenous societies report almost no instances of insomnia. They don't even have a word for it in their languages. Furthermore, they rarely experience health issues related to poor sleep, such as obesity or high blood pressure. In contrast, insomnia and sleep-related illnesses are on the rise in modern society. This stark contrast suggests that many sleep-related health issues are not inevitable. They may be caused or worsened by modern lifestyle factors like excessive artificial light, stress, and irregular sleep schedules. By realigning our sleep habits with those of our ancestors, we can reduce the risk of developing these conditions and enjoy better overall health. 10. Sleep influenced by environmental cues over strict schedules. Finally, our ancestors' sleep patterns were largely influenced by the environment around them. Changes in temperature and light dictated when they slept, rather than rigid schedules or clocks. In modern society, however, our sleep is often governed by the clock rather than the natural world. To improve sleep, try allowing your body to respond more to environmental cues. Instead of strictly following a set schedule, let your sleep pattern shift slightly based on natural light and temperature changes. This flexibility can help your body rest when it truly needs to, leading to more restful and restorative sleep. Comparative analysis: traditional versus modern sleep practices. As we've seen, traditional sleep practices had several advantages over modern habits. Natural environmental cues helped guide sleep rhythms, with minimal technological interference. The consistent physical activity levels and exposure to natural light also contributed to better sleep quality. In contrast, modern sleep practices are often disrupted by artificial light, temperature-controlled environments, and sedentary lifestyles. These challenges make it harder to maintain healthy sleep patterns, but by taking a few lessons from our ancestors, we can start making positive changes. Evolutionary perspective. From an evolutionary standpoint, our ancestors' sleep habits make a lot of sense. For thousands of years, humans lived in environments where natural cues, like light, temperature, and activity, dictated their sleep. This alignment with nature helped our species thrive. In today's world, we've become disconnected from these natural rhythms, and it's starting to take a toll on our health. Modern sleep recommendations may need to consider these ancestral insights, especially when you think about geographic and cultural influences that shaped our sleep patterns. Limitations and future research. While the research on ancestral sleep patterns offers valuable insights, there are still limitations. Most studies focus on groups near the equator, and more research is needed to explore sleep habits in diverse regions. Additionally, long-term health implications of adopting ancestral sleep practices remain under investigation. Future research could help personalize sleep strategies, combining modern science with ancient wisdom to create sleep solutions that fit individual needs and environments. The key takeaway from all of this is that modern sleep practices might be missing some important elements that our ancestors instinctively understood. By focusing on sleep quality, aligning with natural rhythms, and reducing artificial disruptions, we can improve both our sleep and overall health. The secrets to better sleep are simpler and more natural than we think. Let's learn from our ancestors to sleep smarter and live healthier. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the Moving You Ahead channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you experienced any of these sleep habits in your own life? Let us know.